Flirting, flirtatious. How do I flirt? How do I do it? How do I talk to a girl? How do I make her laugh? How do I stand in my frame? What am I supposed to say? How do I do it, Little Black? Tell me the reason. How do I do it? How do I flirt with these girls? How do you flirt, bro? What's up, bro? How you, man? I'm happy that you're here. We here. We here. Let's talk about it, G. How do you flirt? Right? If you've been laughing this entire time, if you've been like, okay, you know what, I'm actually engaged, we're flirting, bro. We were flirting, bro. Hey, I'm not gay, G. Don't you ever bring that shit to me. Right? And I always say that shit because flirt with the camera. That's how the biggest creators actually do it. Right? Oh, right? It's a push and pull effect. Right? And the thing is, depending on who you are, you're gonna flirt differently. For instance, Hamza, look at Hamza, right? Biggest creator in the manosphere. Well, he kind of like fell off right now, but I'm not gonna say he fell off. Like he's still bigger than me. I'm nothing in this shit, bro. No one knows me, dog. No one knows me. You know what I'm saying? But look at Hamza, right? Look at how he flirts on the camera. He talks. He's got an upright stance. He comes in this masculine frame. He's big, good teeth, beautiful. Like very handsome. Talking to you guys. In a way, he talks down to you guys in a way when he speaks. He's flirting. Right? It's a psychological human, dynamic flirting. And how you learn how to flirt is by knowing who you are as a person and knowing what you stand for. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's all about the character. This is why looks won't just solve everything in your life. I promise you. Okay? Because me, with this subpar looks that I have, with the subpar looks that I have, you know, I think I'll have potential. I truly believe I have potential. But with the subpar looks that I have, okay, I am able to get into the door. And once I'm able to get into the door, I'm able to convert, right? Being able to convert is something that's very difficult that most people don't even, there's not even a stat on it. There's not even a metric on that. Do you know that not all 10 guys, not all guys who are 10s convert the same? Do you know that a guy who's a 7, a Chad Light, can convert better than a 10? This is why looks won't fix your whole life. Your whole life. Looks are important. But a 7 can convert better than a 10. That's what I'm trying to say. And you might be like, okay, what do you mean by can convert? A 7, if he knows, because he's got a door, right? And most women are like looking at his door like, should I knock at that door? That door, it doesn't look the most like coolest, but it's actually good enough. Let me just go knock. Let me just stand there. Let me just hit one knock. Chad Light opens. Maybe he's confident, charismatic. He's gone through a lot of like trauma in his life. He's overcame it. He's watched social dynamic videos. He's watched body language videos. He's worked on himself. He hits the gym. He's worked on himself as a character. Bro, he's gonna convert better than a 10, right? Who has had a very easy life. You understand what I'm trying to say? The goal, the emotions he will make or feel will be way higher. Dude, why did Tom Brady's wife leave him for a guy who does jiu-jitsu? Jiu-jitsu? Right? A guy who basically rolls around on a mat with men. Ugh, brother, ugh. And she still left the most, good-looking man that we ever seen. Tom Brady, right? NFL superstar, A-list celebrity, has everything. Why? It's because of these things that we don't talk about, the invisible nature of reality. Most people ignore the invisible nature of reality. Why are you still watching this video? There's something that I'm doing that you can't see. You understand what I'm trying to say? I had to learn it. It's the invisible nature of reality. You watch a creator and you're like, well, I'm watching this creator, but you don't understand that these creators are doing certain things that are hitting certain spots in your mind that are making you, engage. It hits dopamine spots. There's things that they do. It's the same with women. If you want to know how to flirt, right, you have to be able to push and pull, right? Almost like boxing. When you're boxing, you hit, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but then it's just like boxing. When you're fighting a guy who's much bigger, right? Maybe he's bigger. You can't hit with the same sequence. You can't hit the jab and the right and the cross. You gotta maybe go to the body, and then overhand, and then he might duck that. It's like, oh, that was close, right? And he gets used to that. It's like, okay, cool. This guy is coming with the overhand. And then what do? As you're about to go with the overhand, you dummy, bam, with the left hook, and he's down. Right? Depending on the person you're fighting. You can't fight each person the same. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what flirting is. Did you get that? Did you, bro? Did I explain it? Do you want like one concrete answer? I know the logical guys I've left. Logical guys, very logical guys. They want certain steps. Give me the steps, level. I want the steps. I want to know that how to flirt. Like, what do I do? Like, do I say yes to this, or like everyone's looking for a fucking gimmick? Sorry for shouting. Bro, I just get angry at guys because they're looking for a gimmick. I used to be the same way, dog. I used to be the same way. Bro, I used to be. I've been in this internet thing for 9 years, G. I used to be on the internet as a 14-year-old girl. And I just call myself a girl. I'm out. I'm done. I'm done. It's over for me, bro. Hey, here's the thing. I used to be like 14, 15, 16 on the internet searching. How do you get a girlfriend? I was on puberty, bro, watching Trip Advice. You know Trip Advice? As a 15, 16-year-old, and he was telling me, this is how you go on a date. And I would be watching this, like listening to these recordings with guys he was trying to help with dating. This guy, he always spoke about, these weird things, like, how you dress in semi-casual, dress in this way, and that way. And then I would watch, who's this guy? How to Beast. How to Beast is like, you need to dress in this certain way, get out there, get uncomfortable, hit the gym, right? Everyone was saying the same shit to me, right? No one told me get uncomfortable. No one told me it's about your character. Who do you want to be? How does your mind work? Do you know yourself? It's these deep psychological things that really make you become a man that can stand in a room and not be shaked. If you're insecure and you're trying to flirt with a girl in the club, you're fucked, right? So what does that mean? Beat insecurity and watch how you flirt. You're different now. You're not the same guy. You've actually improved. Listen, gents. Oh, man. For the people who are here, here's a golden key, bro. Not a key, a golden nugget, because I don't sell keys. I sell nuggets, bro. I don't sell keys because everyone's selling you a key. I sell nuggets. Okay? Here's the thing. Here's a golden nugget. I'm not the same person I was in 2022 if you guys haven't noticed. Of course, you probably haven't noticed, right? But I went through an experience last year. Crazy one. I was in bad situations. I almost died. I fought with a cop. I was kicked in the head. I had a gun pointed at me. I'm different. I'm a different man. I grew. I made it. I survived. What I have internally, you might not notice, right? These are the things that actually make people successful in life. These internal mechanisms that we don't notice. Why is Clav successful, but some other fucker who's just as good looking as Clav or better looking, why isn't he as famous? Is it luck? That's what you want to believe? Or is it certain things that he had no control over that made him the person he is because he's so young? Right? It's things like this that people don't think about. Things like this people don't talk about. And it's honestly, I wouldn't say it's anti-BP, but I would say it's a different stage of BP that most people haven't really, gone down that route and just understood from a wide ego perspective, an ego-eyed perspective. Okay? So you're learning how to flirt. How do I flirt? Well, who are you, dude? Who do you want to be? Are you happy about yourself? Are you happy about yourself? Right? And the truth is, if you're like a 7 and you're going after 6s and 5s, you don't have to flirt. But at the same time, you won't be able to open doors for 8 or 9. You're a 7, but you can't get an 8. You can't get a 9. I'm a 6.5, and I'm getting 7.5s, 8s. Because why? I optimize for character over speed of accumulation of wealth. And that's, hey, it's a double-edged sword. Because I walk around, I'm very insecure about my state of, oh man, I don't have money, I'm a broke guy, I have crooked teeth. But at the same time, that always helps you as well because it makes you actually take action. You see, life is, it's too much to just have one answer. There's no particular answer. What you can do is you can just study people. You don't even have to study in terms of like, let me just write down, school taught me, oh yeah, write down in a book, right? It's like, no, look at someone. Become like watch people who you want to be. Like for me, maybe I don't have a car, I don't have this and this, but you might look at me like, this guy's actually quite cool, he's charismatic. I would like to be this charismatic. Well, watch. Look at what he's doing. Who is he? What does he say? Is he comfortable on camera when he has crooked teeth? How is he doing it? Think, right? There's no right answer in this world. If you go to Thanos, the god of existence, right? And yeah, about what saying is God, like, it just sounds cool, like, you know. Okay, maybe I should just continue. Like I try to, you know, it's actually a problem. Let me just continue. Let me just be me, bro. If you go to Thanos, the god of existence, okay. If you go to Thanos, the god of existence, and you ask him, Thanos, can I get the time stone? You know what Thanos is gonna tell you? A logical person, like a super logical person, an analytical person, you know, a chess player most probably, he's gonna tell you, oh, Thanos is probably gonna tell you, oh, this is what you gotta do. You gotta go to this place and this place and this place. And no. Thanos is not gonna say that. Thanos is gonna say, beat the illusion of time, and then you will have it. And then you're gonna think to yourself, like, what the fuck did this Thanos say? And it's gonna take you 4, 5, 10 years to understand that, because the gemstone of the time stone, once you get it at 40 or 30, when you get it, you're no longer living, you know, the same years you were living before. Now 10 years feels like 100. But people don't think this long term. People don't think like that in life. There are stones in the stuff. There's a stone of confidence. There's the stone of charisma. There's the stone of looks. There's the stone of money. There are stones. Which stone do you have? Which stone do you want? You want the flirtatious stone? Which one do you want? Because you can have it if you want it bad enough. Boys, it's Label Black.